What's up, guys, here at the Noah Santiago Podcast. I'm here with Lauren Kruszyna and Jessica Tovar, both stand-up comedians from the Central Coast. What's it like being a woman in comedy?
Ooh, jumping right in.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, it's kind of empowering almost, because you're usually one of the only females at a mic on a show. But it also can be a little intimidating because you're usually in a show with there's 7 guys and just you. I don't know, I do want there to be more women in comedy, and that is kind of why I did start a company that I'm with 2 other women, Wasted Potential Comedy, and we want more women to feel comfortable in comedy, but it's not like we're saying we want just women comedians. We want more of women comedians, though.
Yeah. Because men are just dominating it, right?
Yeah.
Especially out here, I feel like.
Mhm.
Would you say there's more of a chip on your shoulder then, since you're, maybe overlooked at times?
Overlooked, we don't get on shows, or
Just because, let's say, people think about the most famous stand-up comedians, right? Usually it's Dave Chappelle, Andrew Santino, Bill Burr. Just it's men's names, right? Not women's. So, in that regard, do you think women, there's a chip on the shoulder? No, we got to get our name out there.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, some of my favorite comedians are women, but yeah, they're being a woman, they are a little bit more relatable. Doesn't mean that some of the men aren't relatable too, but some of the big ones right now that I like Taylor Tomlinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She's one of my favorites.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And I love Cristela. She's also funny.
Cristela.
Cristela Alonso.
Yeah,
I
I've
actually
heard.
met her.
Did you?
Yeah,
How-
she's amazing.
She's pretty nice.
Yeah, I went to her show and I was crying. I was laughing.
That's the best.
It's the best because it's they're telling you their life story and you can relate to them. And as I was leaving, I was I'm going to message her because she didn't have a meet and greet or anything.
Mhm.
And I was hey, can I meet you? And I didn't think she was going to reply. And she's yeah, come back. And I was well, oh my gosh, she told me to go back. So I went backstage.
That's awesome.
And the security's where are you going? I'm she told me. I was I showed them my text messages. And they're all right. And I spoke to her for maybe 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. What venue was it at?
It was right here at the Fremont.
The Fremont?
Mm-hmm.
They got a nice green room back there?
Well, no, it wasn't. Sorry, not even backstage. I just went back to the stage. Yeah, she didn't take me backstage. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I tried looking her up the other day. I think I misspelled her name. Is her name spelled with a K?
No.
No, it's Chris, CH Chris. Or maybe I'm just autistic.
She's having a new Netflix special coming up.
That's cool. Are women funnier than men?
Some, yeah.
I mean, yeah, some, but I feel there are men that are funnier than some women too. So it's not really women are funnier than all men or men are funnier than all women. I think it's just
some women are funnier and some men are funnier.
Yeah.
If you put Cristela or I like Chelsea Handler too.
Okay, yeah,
You like her?
I haven't seen her in a while, so I don't know what she's been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her on that show though with Lil Chewy. She had a little Mexican guy named Chewy.
Yeah, he sounds familiar. Who was he on the late night show or something? Yeah.
Chelsea Lately.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I totally didn't know she was a comic before. I always just looked at her as on E! News or something, right?
Yeah. She was just wild, outspoken.
Yeah. In terms of the Central Coast, for me, before I started doing stand-up comedy, I really didn't even know there's a comedy scene out here. Do you think the average person out here is kind of in a similar boat? They don't know there's comedy going on out here, or not a whole lot of comedy?
I think it's grown a lot since I first started, which was 3 years ago. I feel there's somewhat of a comedy scene. I mean, we have here in the Central Coast, 3 open mics now. Compared to when I first started, there was no open mics. There was just an open mic at a show. So there was a show, and then they had an open mic during the show as well.
Well, I've been doing it about 3 years too, and I didn't think there was that much when I first started, for sure. And I started down in Santa Barbara, and it actually is dwindling a little bit down there because there's no open mics consistently right now. We have lots of shows. There are 4 production companies down there, but they're not really open mics right now, or consistent ones. There's a couple that are monthly, and that's about it right now.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You're originally from Vermont, right, Lauren? What is it? Was it a culture shock coming from Vermont to here?
Not really. I had been to California a few times, and honestly, though, I was sick of the cold in Vermont, and like I lived in the biggest city in Vermont, and I felt like it was too small. So like I did move over, and I started in Orange County. So that was a little bit of like, whoa, from going from like Vermont to Orange County. But I did like kind of acclimate pretty fast, like to California. I mean, I love the beach. I love the weather.
Yeah.
Generally, people are pretty cool. Orange County can be a little, hit or miss, but like Santa Barbara, Central Coast has been everyone's kind of chill.
Yeah. Would you ever go back to Vermont?
My family would love me to go back to Vermont. They were trying to convince Jonathan that we needed to move there when he visited. I don't think I could live there though again. Like maybe later when I'm like a lot older or something, if something had to bring me back there. But like I just really love California, and there's just more of my vibe here. Like, and the stuff I want to do is here. Like Vermont is beautiful. My family's all there, so I do miss them, but it just doesn't seem like the place for me to live.
Is California everything you picture?
Well, for the most
It's not
part,
LA, no.
except for like, it's so expensive here. What the heck?
It is. We pay for the weather for sure.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
Not to mention the crackhead homeless people.
Mm,
I'm sure there wasn't as many in Vermont, right?
not really. Like,
It's cold out there.
yeah. And winter is long. Winter's long there.
Yeah. What about you, Jessica? You're originally from Santa Maria?
I'm born and raised. Yeah.
Born a real Santa Maria native.
Never left. Actually, I finally left to
Did you?
work it.
Oh, greener pastures.
No, but yeah, born and raised. And actually, I always say like, man, I need to get out of this town. And then I get out of this town. And then once I hit that little bridge, no, it's not a bridge, it's a tunnel, coming back from Santa Barbara, I'm like, man, I can't wait to go back home.
Yeah.
Oh, like
I love it here. When I go through that little tunnel, I'm like, ooh, I'm almost home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hit the horn in there a couple times.
Yeah, I always think I hate it here until I leave here. And then I'm like, damn, I have it good, you know?
Well, now I'm doing that too because I'm up here in Santa Maria, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Do
go.
you guys honk when you go through that tunnel?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's like a, what do you call it?
Like a mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a tradition.
Tradition, yeah. That's
Like
what
as
I say.
kids, we'd hold our breath as we went through tunnels, and if you let go, your wish didn't come true.
Your siblings are all just passing out.
The parents' wish didn't come true. They're like, dang it, they're still alive. No.
Yep.
We couldn't get rid
Yo,
of
hold your breath. This is a long tunnel.
Billy today, huh?
Do you guys have siblings?
Yes.
How many?
I have two. Noah actually reminds me of my younger sibling.
Thank you. I hope it's a good thing.
Well, let's just say he calls me his second mom because I love that little guy.
Oh, how much of an age difference?
7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 siblings,
Oh, dang.
and the youngest we're 11 years difference, and I kind of feel like that too,
Yeah.
because I was like his babysitter, and
Yeah.
stuff.
Younger siblings definitely teach you what unconditional love is. Regardless what's going on, you're gonna love them. You know.
Yep.
Even if they're irritating you. Yeah, no, I got 2 siblings too. I'm a middle child. And
you're a two?
same thing for me. My youngest sister, she's 11 years younger than me. So I kind of helped raise her too. She actually calls me mama, which
We're all moms.
despite my hair and appearance, I'm a straight man. But yeah, I don't mind being called that, especially, we got a good relationship with her. Yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool having siblings, I mean, take it for granted sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Do you have 2 sisters?
A brother and then a sister.
Oh.
Older brother and then a sister, yeah.
I only have 2 brothers. Never had a sister. So,
I got 3 of them. Do you want them?
nah, it's too late. I'm over that.
Yeah.
I'm over that phase. No.
Y'all ever getting any physical altercations with your siblings?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much for me. Like my older sister, she used to do things like she would like hold us down in the pool for a little bit, or like hold us down in our hair on the ground. Yeah, she'd be like,
She just drowned us a little bit.
and she punched me right in the face once when we were teenagers, but I didn't punch her back because she was pregnant.
If she wasn't, it's
I know I have.
You just had to get knocked up, huh?
One time I got in a fight with my older brother, and it's actually a really great story. We were fighting, and I had a loose tooth, and he knocked it out. And when he knocked it out, I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting money from the tooth fairy,
You're like, punch me again.
Yeah, let's see another
I'm
one
like,
fall
hell
out.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the Paletero tomorrow.
What's y'all's favorite city to do comedy?
I love the Central Coast.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara too. Santa Barbara, Slow County. I've done comedy in LA. It's not my favorite, I have to say. Las Vegas, no thank you.
You done it in Vegas?
Yeah.
Like where in Vegas?
It was at a open mic, but they had me headline it and they paid me, so I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But it was weird. That was probably the weirdest place.
Yeah, I've been mostly just in the Central Coast. Like I have done some LA shows, but I do like the shows more in like Santa Barbara County, Slow County. Like, yeah.
I just feel like we have like a heart out here. Like out there, I feel like it's like business.
Yeah, and there's some shows there that I've like gone to, and a couple I've been in that I'm like, okay, this is a good production, this is a good show. But there is like maybe it's like the amount of shows there are.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's hard to find. Like in LA, like there are really good producers. Actually, I've connected to a lot of producers down there, and there are some good shows, and I really see what they're trying to do, and I'm like, wow, I like that. Some creative ones too.
I've only been on 2, so I can't say too much, you know?
Let me see. What is the best sushi in Santa Maria?
I like Mikado's.
Okay, I don't know yet. I would like to know this because I love sushi.
Yeah.
Mikado's?
I like Mikado's, yeah.
Buy one, get one, right?
Yeah, but also I prefer a poke bowl.
Poke is good.
Yeah.
I like sushi rolls.
You like sushi rolls?
Yeah, but I haven't had sushi up here yet, so that's good to know. I'll try it.
Yeah, you know it's good sushi in Santa Maria because you see a couple Mexican guys rolling the sushi.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best right there. I kind of saw this parallel. Tell me if I'm wrong. I believe y'all are both stepmoms. Is that right?
Yeah.
Unofficially, yeah. But yeah. Well, how old is your stepson?
Now 8, but when I met him, he was 4. No, 3.5.
Yeah, Callum is 5, so
Yeah.
been about a year I've known him, but like, or have known of him. I haven't. We actually waited a while for me to meet him, which I actually think is really good.
Yeah, and not Andrew. He was like, "Here, meet my son first date." I was like, "Whoa, can I meet your mom first?"
First date at Chuck E. Cheese or what?
First date, he's like, "Chuck E. Cheese." It is.
We're going to Chuck E. Cheese, and then you're like, "Oh, that makes sense."
What's it like being a stepmom?
It's hard,
Yeah.
at least for me. But I think it's hard just like figuring out where you belong.
Well, it's hard. It is a little difficult because you're not their mom, like, and they have their dad in the house. So it's like, you know, you want to follow what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And not overstep, but also like feel like you should be a little like you can say something and he can listen, or like, you know.
I remember when I first started dating Andrew, one of the times I called my best friend and I was like, she had been a stepmom, and I'm like, how the fuck did you do this? And I was like in tears. I was like, how the fuck did you do this? And like, I was ready to run, but she calmed me down and she was like, no, like this is, you know, the process, and give it time, give them time. They're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure it out. It was tough for me, especially just being, you know, single and being able to do whatever I wanted when I wanted.
Yeah, I was only dating Jonathan, or like I only met Callum a little bit, and then I did move in. So it was a little bit of an adjustment, and it still is a little bit of an adjustment. We're still moving in stuff. We're still like figuring out routines. But like it has surprised me a bit, like, you know, even with the like when he's like has so much energy and he's running around, and I kind of like, oh my gosh, I just really like to relax. When he's not here, I'm like, oh, I miss him.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm home alone and they're both, Andrew's working and Eli's with his mom, I'm like, does he really have to go with his mom?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, hey, you don't want to stay another night? No.
Yeah.
So all in all, would you recommend being a stepmom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it also depends who you're with.
Yeah. That's what
And-
helps make it like what it is too.
Yeah. If they're a father that's involved in their child's life, then yes,
Yeah.
you should be a stepmom. If they're a father that's not involved in their child's life, maybe you should go look for someone else.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good, like, you guys got in at a good age too, right? Because if they would have been a little older, like teenagers, you would have had to deal with the hormones, or like maybe they're just, they're like used to whatever, and they're like, nah, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Who the heck are you just coming in and taking over my house?
Yeah, like, get out of here. You're not my mom.
Yeah.
My older brother, he's my half brother, and so his dad is not, my dad is not his biological dad.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom married my dad when my brother was about 9.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little tricky, I heard. Like he's 11 years older than me.
Oh.
So I feel like that's a little bit of a tricky situation when they are a little older, because they've they grew up with their other like parent, and that can be a little difficult.
Yeah, I was 15 years old when my parents separated, and my stepdad was at my house, and I was mean to him because I was like, who the fuck do you think you are, But then I got to know him, and I'm like, all right, he's a nice guy. All right, it took some time. So whenever I do think about being a good, like, I'm not his official step parent, but just being a good, like,
Role model.
Yeah.
An adult in their life that they
Yeah.
can count on, and they can feel loves them and supports them, and
Yeah, I always think about my stepdad because he was always that. He was a good role model. Still is.
Would you guys have your own, like, another kid?
At this age, I don't know.
I had always like kind of like not really wanted kids, not for like a reason I don't love kids. Like, I'm an aunt and I have lots of nieces and nephews, and obviously I'm a teacher, so I work around kids. But I just never like wanted to physically have one. But now that I'm like an unofficial stepmom, like, it's not like I love him, but I don't think I want to have another kid.
Has
Like,
he asked you for a
who?
sibling?
No, he's
Be
got
like-
he's got 2 cats. Those are his siblings.
Yeah.
What are you going to say if he asks for one?
I don't know. Ask your dad.
Andrew will tell his son, we've been practicing. And I'm like, no.
What does practice mean, Mom?
My siblings do, like, my siblings all, well, except for my younger brother, they all have a kid or 2 kids, and my younger sister just made me like her godmother of her daughter, and she was like, I'm never gonna be someone's godmother because no one's gonna have a kid. And I'm like, you can be a godmother to my cat.
Look at the cat over there. I wish you could record him. He's just like,
I know.
Just living his best life over there.
He's been so happy here. He loves Jonathan.
And of course, the pussy likes Jonathan.
Yep.
Why did you gals start doing comedy?
You want to start?
I could start. My friends just kept telling me I was funny. They're like, dude, you're funny. You should be a comedian. I'm like, you're crazy. And like, I was just drinking, vibing, with my friends, dancing. I had Louis B's.
Yeah.
I was dancing, dodging gunshots. And then one of my friends was like, hey, you should be a comedian. And I was like, you're crazy. And I just kept dodging the gunshots. But then one day I thought about it. I'm like, should I be? Like, I kept hearing it. So I was like, maybe I should. And then they had a show at the Swiss. Ezra was producing. And one of my friends was like, let's go. So we went. And that's where it all started. I met a few other comics like Aiden, Lauren from Santa Barbara. And actually Lauren was the one that told me like where to go for comedy in Santa Barbara and Slow.
This Lauren?
No,
The
the other Lauren.
Different Lauren.
Santa Barbara Lauren.
Okay.
So I to kind of add to yours. So when I first met Jonathan, we met him on a Saturday, or well, I didn't meet him on a Saturday, but our first like unofficial date was on a Saturday, and then I asked him the next day if he wanted to come down to Santa Barbara, and so he missed your mic, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna text Jessica because I feel bad. I always go to the mic, but I really want to go down and hang out with you." So I already knew about you before then. Like, he told me how funny you were, and like that he really loved your mic and he loved supporting it. So he was kind of bummed he had to miss it, but he's also like, it was good because that got our relationship started. But I actually started comedy about a little over 3 years ago. So one of my partners in my company, Ashley, so she did improv for a while, and then she wanted to try open mic. So she kept like trying to get people to come watch her do open mic, and I said, okay, sure. So I went to an open mic down in IV. It's run by like Laughology. And so I watched her do a set, and I was like, I got inspired in the spot because like I realized, wow, she just took stories that I already heard and she just like punched it up to like find the funny in it more. So that night I stayed up and like for hours and I wrote my first 5 minutes. And then the next week I went and performed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If it weren't for comedy, do you think you would have another creative outlet? Or did you know you were creative like that before doing stand-up?
So
I'm more
I,
confident.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I've always been funny. No, I'm just-
well, I was gonna say I really like to write, and I have not written a novel in a while. But I'm not published, but I want to publish a novel someday. But I have written 10 full novels,
Wow.
and it's been a few years since I worked on one of those though.
Wow.
What genre is it?
I like to write murder mystery, like
Mm.
thriller. There's usually someone dies, and you got to figure out who did it.
I want to know what's gonna happen to Jonathan.
Well, my parents
It
do
might
have
be a
lots
mystery.
of land.
We have to go to Vermont.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna read that murder mystery about Jonathan.
How did you get into comedy?
Yeah.
I just kind of, my parents are like, "Hey, we're tired of you bumming around. Go do something." No,
Like you're eating up all the tortillas.
you need to go make some
That's
money.
the good salsa.
There's not like really like any specific thing that triggered it. Mostly I like listening to like comedians that have podcasts, like Theo Vaughn. He's my favorite podcaster. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I just got
That's
out.
a knee slapper right
Yeah.
there. Who doesn't love Theo Vaughn?
I need to listen to more comedy podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been like
Theo Vaughn
few
makes
here
you
and
cry
there.
though.
Oh yeah.
He's like funny but deep, you know.
Yeah.
What is he like? 2 tank tops and the rib cage of a lesbian, or what does he say?
I don't think I remember that one. The most famous one everyone always likes to say is like, oh, my favorite strain of weed is cocaine. Yeah, that's great. Would you rather be homeless living on a beach or homeless living in the mountains?
The beach.
Yeah, I think the beach.
I'll fight the seagulls for the freaking chips.
Yeah.
You can skewer some seagulls on. You can do like a little rotisserie.
Maybe make some spears and get some fish.
And then like in the middle of the night, just dig a hole
Yeah.
in the sand.
Is that where you're gonna sleep and just put
Yeah.
some sand over?
Just put some sand. Wake up in the morning like
Wake up in the morning and some seagulls are pecking at your head.
at your toes. They think it's sausages.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's not sausage.
Yeah.
They shit on you. You're like, that's not crema. Let me see. I could do a better question than that.
What are you using, AI?
Yeah, I'm using AI to generate questions on the spot. What can male comedians do to better support female comedians?
Well, I think maybe as a male producer, they can maybe instead of having it so male like dominated, that they can maybe have it a little bit more balanced. And I feel like that would make it a little bit more comfortable because sometimes it is intimidating to be on a lineup just full of
All
men and
males,
you.
yeah. And then you're the opener.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually you're the opener.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And you're
So like I
okay.
feel like that would be a good way. I'm trying to think what else would be like an instant kind of thing.
I think what would make me more comfortable is if they had a charcuterie right there when I arrived. A couple glasses of wine, I'd be like, you know what? Because they're kind of cool.
A little Chardonnay and
Yeah.
queso. What if we start like wearing dresses?
Hey, do you guys eat before a show? Like when you've been on a show, do you eat?
You know, I usually
you
I
scared?
I try to eat like a little solid something, but lately I've been trying to get in the habit of fasting because I feel like it does actually make me think better. I'm just but
Well, I don't eat for other reasons. I'm
I-
like afraid I'm gonna get chorro.
I like to do like eat, but like and maybe like an hour and a half before a show, like enough time where I feel like I didn't just eat, but like fine with that. And then like drinking too, I'll like if I'm gonna drink before a show, it's not a lot, like
Yeah,
or anything, maybe a
one
sip
drink.
of wine, like or have my drink and I'm like, okay, I'll take a sip and leave it for after my set or something.
yeah, nothing too heavy.
Yeah.
You guys ever done a show under the influence of something heavy?
No, and I
torta.
would not like to. Food, yeah. No,
No.
and I don't think I would like to do that. I
Have
have
you?
like done it
Yeah.
really. I have been really tired. I felt like I was like out of
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, the first Don't Tell I did, I was on like 2.5 grams of mushrooms.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on getting up. They're like, yeah, you want to go? I'm like, I'm not going to say no. But like,
but you're like,
right before, I'm just looking at the ground, looking at like the Aztec patterns. I'm like, I think my ancestors are talking to me right now. They're like, go do a bit about freaking Tenochtitlan, Mexico City right now.
so how did you do then? Like, did you?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Why? Because it was a don't tell.
Very funny. I was recording, but it stopped. I don't know what happened. I think, someone stopped it. They didn't like me.
Your ancestors.
Yeah.
They're like, you do not want to see this.
Yeah, this is not the one. Be sober, motherfucker. Yeah, that was.
Oh.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, when I first started, I would drink like every time before, like a couple, but and then I'm like, no, this is not it. It's just you feel kind of fuzzy when you're up there. You can't remember your tags. It's just you can't get in a good rhythm when you're under the influence. I feel like.
I feel like I'm the opposite.
You think so?
Like
You
when
get
I'm
better?
drunk, I'm just one time I was at Hotel Wine and Brew and it was just me, Chancho, and Jonathan. Oh, and I think Eric was there. But there wasn't a lot of comics. This is when I first started. And I drank a bottle of wine and I was so drunk. I thought it was my Netflix special. And I was just roasting like everybody in the audience.
Yeah.
And turns out it was good. I don't know. I wasn't there, but everybody told me it was a good set. I wasn't there. But
You're just in another universe.
yeah, I was having fun supposedly, and then Andrew towed me away. He put my car in his tow truck.
Actually,
That's funny. That's good.
were you inside the car?
Yeah, no. I'm not pretending to drive.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend doing it again.
No.
Like, I tried doing it again. It didn't work out.
What's your favorite thing to do in the Central Coast other than comedy?
I love the beach for
Mhm.
sure. I'm one of those girls that goes in the water. Like I have to go in the water and swim around. It's
Hell
not
yeah.
just like, let me go to just tan on the beach. I can't get my hair wet. And I love karaoke, so I go to karaoke a lot. Like I have a lot of friends who love karaoke too.
Mm-hmm.
Louis B's?
Louis B's up here for sure. And then
Lauren's-
there's tons of places in Santa Barbara. Like if you want to go every night of the week, there's a place or two places that do karaoke.
What about you, Jessica?
I like, believe it or not, I like to hike.
Hmm.
Why you like that?
No, I'm just.
I like
kidding.
hiking.
I'm just listening.
Is there good hiking up here? Because
Oh,
I actually
hell
would
yeah.
love to go. I have
Yeah.
not been in a long time. I do like hiking. I just have not
Dude,
been.
let's go.
Which
Yeah.
trail?
Okay, so I've done a lot of them, believe it or not, but I can't do a lot of them anymore. I need to lose weight before
We'll
I do.
work our way.
But Pismo Preserve has a beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
Avila Ridge has a great
Oh,
view.
I think I've done that one.
That one's fun, but it is steep.
Mhm.
One of the ways.
Mm-hmm.
I actually farted one time going up.
Further?
It gave me a little boost.
Little jetpack?
What's the hardest hike you've ever done?
Bishop's Peak.
Oh.
It's slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't that one like 10 miles?
I don't know, but it took me 3 tries to get to the top. Like the first 2 times that I did it, I made it halfway, and I was like, I guess I'll come back another day. And I went back home.
Yeah, I think the hardest hike I've done was Yosemite Falls. And I'm like, okay, if a guidebook says it's strenuous, I should believe it because it was strenuous. But I also did it I've had knee surgery twice, and I did it before my second surgery, but before I knew I had to have surgery again. It took me 4 hours to get up and like 3.5 hours to get back down.
It's insane.
And it was like the top was just like switch back. It was so steep.
Yeah. And you can feel like the elevation there too, right? Like the
Mhm.
oxygen's a little thinner.
Was it beautiful though?
It was beautiful.
I love hiking.
Well, I was like Yosemite for one day. I'm like, which hike can I see the most? And it was this one. So I was like, okay.
Did you see Bigfoot?
No.
No.
What's Bigfoot in Spanish? Is there a Bigfoot? Do you know?
Pata grande. What would be Bigfoot grande? What would be in Spanish? El cucuy.
El cucuy. Or chupacabra, just like any
Maybe,
mythical
huh?
creature.
La Llorona. No.
Yeah. La torta.
On.
El taco grande de chorizo is a myth, huh? Yeah. What kind of knee surgery did you get?
So I tore my meniscus. So it's like that cartilage in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a lot of the time when you tear that, you can't repair it because the blood flow doesn't go to it. So you just have to they have to take the torn part out.
Mm.
And I had that happen.
How'd you tear it?
A rock climbing. And it was literally just like the silliest thing. The way I bent and turned my leg, it just did that. But I had the same surgery 4 years after the first one because I think they missed a piece. So for 4 years, I was in a lot of pain all the time. And then people didn't believe me that doctors were like, I don't see anything. There's nothing in there. And then finally one doctor was like, I'll just go in there. And he's like, yep, you had another tear.
Same leg?
Same leg.
Yeah, this is not fun. Yeah, I tore the same thing, meniscus, ACL, MCL on my right knee.
Yeah.
I was lifting torta. Yeah, no, same thing with that. Like the doctors are like, "Oh yeah, like you're good." Like they always do the initial X-ray, and I'm like, "No, I don't need an X-ray. I know it's not a bone."
Yeah,
And it took
same.
years later, got the full thing. And yeah, I went to like Nepal, and I wanted to actually do like the hikes there because that's what it's famous for. Like Mount Everest is right there. They got all the big, and I'm like, nah, I can't even do it. Like right now, I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing that kind of. I want to one day. I want to get back to it, but it just hurts,
Yeah, and it always like a little bit.
Just lingers. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Mexican food, Lauren?
Enchiladas. with
Enchiladas?
Spicy green sauce.
Green.
You can't go wrong with the green sauce.
Yeah.
It's always
good.
green.
Do you like green better too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'll throw in some red too, but I prefer green.
I don't know. Red superior.
My mom made enchiladas when we were in Vermont, and Jonathan was like, "Oh yeah, white enchiladas," because we're white for sure.
Ground beef.
No, she put chicken in it.
Okay. It's
Was
pretty
it
close.
a casserole?
It was like, she like had them rolled up and stuff, and then all the cheese, but it's not like the same. Like I don't think it was Mexican cheese. I don't really know what it was, but they are good. Whatever she does with her enchiladas are really good.
I've had some bomb white enchiladas.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I couldn't say the same. No, my sister-in-law's mom, she made some like tri-tip ones, and that was actually pretty good.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh.
What are you white people corrupting our food for?
Yeah, my mom's a pretty good cook. Like my dad is too. Like they both cooked a lot, and I actually just watched them cook, and I became a cook because I was watching them.
Nice. Have you eaten around here?
I have not really
No?
around here. I've eaten in Lompoc and then like Santa Barbara, but like I need to. I still have not
Jonathan needs to
explored
take
all
you
of
out,
that. Yeah,
man.
we were poor for a bit, so we were just like
Yeah.
Taco Bell and like Jack in the Box.
I think Jonathan just liked it. I don't think he had any.
Oh yeah, probably convenient.
Just smoked a good bowl, Lauren. Let's go to Jack in the Box.
Hey, everyone talks about La
yeah.
Picosita out here, but you guys need to try Angeles de Puebla.
Los Angeles, Puebla. I've been hearing people have been commenting that too.
What do you get there?
Just their tacos are so good, and like they make them out of homemade tortillas, and then they have the tronco right there where they're cutting the pastor and they slice the pineapple. Ooh, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Well, Jonathan had me like go to a store in Lompoc, and now I can't remember the name, to get like a specific salsa, and we were like I kind of stocked up on it, and it's like homemade there, and it is really good.
Oh, is it Albertsons?
No, it was like a
Lompoc to get
no. It was a Mexican market.
Vallarta?
Like I don't remember where it was or what the name was, but
It was the Walmart grocery store.
no.
Wow, you're being racist.
Nah. What's the best spots out in Santa Barbara?
Ooh,
For like Mexican food?
Just in general. You could be
Oh.
Mexican, but yeah, generally, what's the best food in Santa Barbara?
Well, I really like sushi, so there's a few different sushi places I like. I do like, there's a chain, but it's Sushi Terry, and I feel like the Goleta one, I don't know why, every time I go to the Goleta one, I feel like that one's the best. And then there's like Oku is right, like it's kind of like a romantic spot. It's like looking out at the ocean. Arigato is the kind of more expensive one, but it is really good. And then I feel like there's a few more that I haven't been to in a while, but those are like the ones I used to go to more.
Yeah.
have you been to Los Agaves?
Yes.
Oh my god, that place is bomb.
Santa Barbara?
Yes.
I think that
Beats any place out here.
It's like a little more of a upper scale, right?
Yeah, but not really.
No?
Nah, it's good.
But yeah, and then like Piscucci is an Italian place on State Street. That one's good. For like
You need to send me all these.
yeah, I will.
What's your go-to dish there? It's biscucci, you said?
Yeah, I do the picante. It's like a shrimp and like a spicy kind of Alfredo sauce. Like yeah.
Camarones.
Picante. Is it
Yeah,
picante?
it's like penne picante. Like it's like yeah.
Pretty good Spanish, huh?
I know. Hey, I tried. Come on.
I was like, is he speaking Italian or Spanish?
They're kind of similar.
Yeah.
You guys ready
Romance languages. Oh yeah, we ready for some?
You ready for the gaslight or what? What's
Okay.
the worst city in the Central Coast? Tinglewood? Not even a
That's
city.
That's not
huh?
a city. It's part of Santa Maria.
Does it have to be a city that I actually have been to and know about, or just heard about?
You could say one you heard about too.
I think.
People like to throw Lompoc out there, huh?
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
Lompoc.
I work in Lompoc, but it's so funny because when I first started working there, people that lived in Lompoc were like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to live here." So yeah,
Well,
I
we
mean,
don't even want to live here.
yeah. So I mean, I feel like they're not. I don't know. Maybe Lompoc then, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's like I don't really know that much about Lompoc except for like, yeah, I've been working there for 7 years, but I don't really experience Lompoc fully.
You just
know?
go in and get out.
Yeah, and I go to a few different places with my coworkers, and the places we do go are cool, so it's not like the whole thing is. But people just diss it a lot, and the people that diss it a lot live there, so it's kind of like you believe them because they're the ones.
You know,
that
people in
there.
Santa Maria do that too. They
Mhm.
do Santa Maria a lot, and they live here, and I'm like, it's
I-
not that bad. I don't think so.
Santa
I
Maria,
think it's good.
yeah, I actually heard it dissed a lot too. And then now that I've been living here, and even when I was just dating Jonathan and I was up here a lot, I was like, this isn't that bad. What are you guys talking about? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice of the location too, because you're like, you got all these directions. You can go to other places too. There's like everything you need here. Like,
I think it's just like every city. Every city has a bad area, you know?
yeah. I think
If you're
that's-
going to go
that's
to
true.
like those rougher neighborhoods, then
Yeah, the rough neighborhoods in
Yeah.
Shell Beach, yeah. All the heavy gang violence in Shell Beach.
Montecito.
Yeah, the heavy,
you got to watch out with them fires, though.
the landslides
Yeah. Is that what that is out there?
in Montecito, right?
Yeah.
That's on the hill.
Yeah, they had a lot of mudslides. Yeah, I remember that. It was like Thomas Fire, like burnt a lot, and then they had like mudslides, and then like the roads were closed.
Yeah.
That was a long little.
Imagine there was gangsters in Shell Beach, though.
There's probably white collar crime going on out there, you know, some white collar orgies going on in Shell Beach. I wouldn't doubt it, you know. I've been invited.
You've been invited?
Mm-hmm. Didn't go, but
for the
beachfront property panocha.
That's one of his jokes.
Yeah.
No, it's a reality, not a joke.
Oh.
Yeah. What's it like producing comedy shows?
I've took a long pause. I loved it. It's a love-hate. You love it because for me, it's like creating like the best mixed drink. I'm an alcoholic. You know, you get like a bunch of different comics and you put them together and they're like the show and it's kind of magical and everybody gets a taste of the drink, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But what sucks is you're trying to get everybody to buy the drink. You're like, hey, try this drink. Until the day of, everybody wants to buy the drink.
Yeah, it's a California thing, right?
So the whole month you're stressing.
Yeah.
Until like day of, then everybody shows up. But like
people don't want to commit here.
They don't.
Yeah.
Like that was the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, I love producing comedy shows. I feel like this is something that I didn't realize I would enjoy or be good at. I mean, I love meeting new comics. I love just like curating that lineup and being like, yeah, this is going to be great. And like I spend a lot of time on our shows, like at least 30 to an hour each day working on something for Wasted Potential, and most days it's more than that.
I love the name. Before I met you, when I seen the name, I was like,
yeah,
that's fucking genius.
That's us.
I feel like Riley was the one that suggested it, but I can't remember exactly. I just remember like we were trying to think because we're like, oh no, we're gonna be starting soon, because it kind of came into our lap like our venue, our first venue, and they were like, oh, we need a name. So, but yeah, I love it. I do kind of agree. Like, it is a little stressful with shows because a lot of people in California don't buy tickets until like the day of or right before, or even walk-ins.
Yeah.
And for the most part, we've had pretty decently sold out shows, but like sometimes we don't, and that's fine. But like, what I've loved the most too is just like we've really gotten our like show how like we want it. Like, we're producing it well. And it's nice because other comedians see that. And it's not like I have to have the best show or anything, but it's like I want to have a good show. And I want the comedians to come in and I want them to have fun. And it's been like that. And I love it.
I think for me, the main reason why I wanted to produce shows was that. Like, I just wanted the comedians and the audience, the people that come, to have a good time. But there was a few times where I went to shows where I felt like the comedian was kind of pushed to the side. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but kind of made you feel like, hey, like I'm wait outside, or like, I don't know. just kind of pushed you to the side.
Like they couldn't just enjoy the show and hang out and like
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
And I think that's like one of my favorite things. Like even just being part of the show, I really enjoy watching other people's sets and like hearing
Same.
their punchlines. Like, you know, I
Yeah.
truly enjoy comedy. I'm not just there for me.
Well, it's like I always try, like if I go to mics, I want to hear everyone.
Mhm.
Because
So when
one,
people are talking in my
yeah.
ear, I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Well, and then like I loved being like in like this area too, and then going to all the mics with everyone because I've seen like people progress, or I've seen like, wow, you
Yes.
added to that joke,
Yeah.
and I really pay attention to that. And it's like I
Mhm.
think maybe it's part of my producer part too, where I'm like, I want to see they develop, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, they would be so good with this comedian on this
Mhm.
lineup, or like, ooh, I have a producer that I can like get your information because like you would be good on their show.
Yeah.
Like,
Or in
yeah.
this town.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're, as comedians, I mean, we can try to be funny everywhere, but certain places, it might not
Mhm.
relate to us as
Mhm.
much as we would like them to, you know?
Yeah.
And it happened to me, like, when I go to Paso, I start sweating. Because I'm like, how are they going to relate to me? You
You know,
know?
I have a show in Paso coming up, but I'm a little like,
Yeah.
Just lead off with, I drive a Chevy Silverado.
I ride horses to
Yeah.
work.
I have a carriage. My daughter rides ponies. Yeah, that's producing shows. Yeah, it's it seems fun, but it also seems stressful for sure.
Mm.
You got that that anxiety you're talking about leading up to a show, but like when it's all said and done, I bet you feel pretty good to see
yeah.
that.
For sure,
Yeah.
it's magical.
Has there been any times though where it's like there's like hecklers in the crowd or just like things that happen that throw it off?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I haven't experienced too many hecklers that like kind of shut the show down. Like the comedians have been pretty good about like, hey, and like, you know, playing off with it, or like sometimes we've had like venues where there's noise like next door, and then the comedian will play into it, and then you'll hear like someone yell from afar, like, hey. But
That's
we've
a good comedian right
yeah.
there.
But we've definitely had little like things that happened in the beginning that like threw off the show. But then after I kind of asked like some of my friends who, if they went, or like people I know, like, did you notice anything off? And they're like, no, because like there have been things like malfunction of like equipment, or like one time we didn't have a speaker right away, and like because there was miscommunication, and it was like, oh my gosh, and we've had to like completely like change where we were gonna have it like at the venue. Like we couldn't have it over here, we had to move it over, you know, like stuff like that. But for the most part, we pretty much pull it together, like we're half. So
Mm. For me, this venue I was working with, they kept having parties when we were having shows, and I was like, why are you doing this to both of us? Because there was this one time there was like this religious birthday party going on, and then there was us like, F this, and you know.
the same venue, like
Yes, and like they knew the show was going on, so I didn't understand why they did that. They closed down, they deserve it. No.
yeah.
No, I feel bad for them. But and then in that same venue, the co-owner like stole money from me from the ticket sales. So I was like, but then he disappeared. It was like drama.
Well, we are having a little bit of an issue with one neighbor of a venue.
Yeah.
Because they don't really want us there, and they're
Oh.
trying to put their music up louder and stuff.
That's
So yeah, and it's only like a month show, so like once a month we're there for an hour and a half. So like it's really disappointing that they can't be civil about it, because we've asked them respectfully too, and they were supposed to be in agreement with the owner of the venue because she owns both spots and they're leasing from her, but they don't want to, like, they don't care for our comedy, and they don't.
Well, then put some fucking headphones on.
Yeah.
Like, here's an hour and 30 minutes. Here's some headphones.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Oh, that's so rude, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys could do like a silent disco concept.
Give everyone some headphones
Yeah.
to listen to, and then they just hear laughter and like.
That's
Yeah.
pretty strange, huh?
It would be
And they're
strange.
outside
That'd be kinda
dancing.
funny, though.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is that a silent disco? No, it's comedy.
Yeah, we're just dancing to our comedy.
That's awesome. Is AI going to take our comedian jobs?
No,
No.
No.
they can't. They can't deliver a joke like a real person can. AI can probably play some part in making jokes, but it still has to be personalized. It still has to be humanized, and you have to have that tone, have that emotion, that movement. AI, I don't think is going to take that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Especially, I know personally, like most of my jokes are actual stories that I've, enhanced and.
yeah, AI can't tell a personal story on.
No, what
I
are they
don't
going to
think
talk about?
so.
Oh, that computer took my flash drive.
That computer inserted their flash
Oh,
drive
there we go. Whoa.
Yeah.
and pulled without ejecting.
It did not upload the data properly. Yeah, maybe writing. I
That
think
USB cord be going in all the other computers.
they're not going to take they can't do the performative aspect, but like writing, I think eventually it will just keep getting better. But like
Yeah.
that's still down the line. Like it's not going to be able to.
Will you use AI for your writing?
I do.
You do?
No.
Noah Santiago?
No, I actually
A machine.
before I started doing stand up, I started writing 2 years before that, and I would write the story and then I'd have AI come in and like make grammatical fixes or like
Yeah.
add like little tags. But like I look back on them like this is like really corny stuff. Like when I'm watching a sitcom, I can tell when it's like AI writing it. It's like I don't like
Yeah.
I really don't like watching
Yeah.
sitcoms for that reason. It's like really corny jokes.
I haven't used AI for comedy. I just feel like, I don't know.
I've only like done silly things. Like I'm like, I wonder what they would say as my punchline. And then I'm like, that's so dumb.
I like want to try it, but I feel like I might get addicted, just in the middle of the night.
It's kind of fun just to like do that kind of thing. And then like, it's like, oh, okay, they're still not there yet. And you're like, that just made the joke worse.
Yeah, that's we're gonna have Jessica just talking to Chat GPT at Old Tone. And what should I say here for the in and out joke? The what do you call it? The fat box?
Fat boxing a car.
That's a good joke.
I feel like even if you were to use it for like that kind of purpose, you still would have to like, kind of alter it because it has to be you if it's your story and your thing. So if they say something like, well, they don't know the context, that doesn't work,
Yeah. What's funny is that joke right there, like I never wrote it down. It actually happened. Like me and my fat ass friends were sitting in the car and it got steamy in there and I was like, damn, we just fat boxed this car and they started dying and they're like, write that down.
That is good.
And then I was at a don't tell. My friend was like, you have to use it. And I'm like, I don't even know how. Like, how am I going to put it like, I didn't know how to put it together.
Did you use it?
And yeah, I just wrote on stage. I was just like, all right, let me figure this out. They loved it. And I was like, I guess I'll keep this one, But I'm not really a writer.
No?
Like, no.
You don't write down the whole story premise?
I try, but like, I don't know. Like, I get frustrated.
You more of like a bullet point?
Yeah. And then like, feel the people's energies and the flow. And
I feel like that's more of like how Jonathan works. I write it out. Like I have to write it and like kind of think, okay, this is what I would say. And then I go back and go, okay, cut that out. That's fat. That doesn't need to be there. Like gonna be a little more concise. And then I actually thinking about more of my jokes I've developed because I've thought about, okay, how is someone else gonna think that's funny? Because I think it's funny, but how am I gonna get other people? And then I think about, well, why is that funny? Okay, that's why that's funny. So it takes me a little bit, but I do have to write it all out.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I write the whole thing, and I get mad when I don't deliver it the way I wrote it.
Yeah.
But like no one knows. Like you still get laughs, but like after the fact, you're in your head like, why are you saying that was good? You guys don't know. You guys don't know how it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't write it down because that's happened to me. Like I've written it down and it just doesn't flow the way I imagined it to. So when I just put the bullet point, then it just gives me kind of like a freedom where I'm like, all right, we're gonna figure this out together. Like, at an open mic, sometimes the crowd will help you in a way.
Sometimes, and sometimes they'll make it worse. Yeah, I try to give myself some leniency though, more on that part lately, and just like trying to like develop stuff on stage because it is like a lot of the best comics they talk about that, right? Like working stuff out on stage, but like you got to be like really on your A game that day. Like if you're not in a good mood, it's like something's not going to come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys ever get writer's block?
Yeah,
a lot. Because, well, I'm really busy during the week. So then sometimes when I want to do a mic, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, I got to sit down. I got to look at what I've written down. I'll write down just like little things I thought were funny throughout the week. And then I'll go back and go, oh, okay, I remember that now. I can make that into a joke. But yeah, a lot of the time I'm like, I think that line is funny, but I have nothing else to add to it.
Yeah. Or the bad thing about bullet points is you'll write a bullet point, you're like, what the fuck was that about?
Yes. Like my notes, I'm like, wait, what did I even mean here?
Well, that's a good thing about no one knows, right? You don't gotta deliver it.
Yeah.
What's the worst job you guys ever worked?
Security.
Security? Where at?
At the hospital.
Man.
I watched the 50 Days.
The psychopaths?
Nah, I wouldn't call that.
The delusionals?
No,
they're just going through trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was hard for me because I wanted to help them, but I could just watch them. So I was like, this sucks.
Did you have to give them their medication?
No. I just had to make sure they were safe and not harming themselves or others. But
more so it is usually for their own safety, right?
Either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually them, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
and I
difficult
actually
job.
seen people there that I like knew or like went to high school with. So I was like I always thought like when I would see them, I'm like, what happened for you to get to this point, you know? Yeah. So it's kind of heartbreaking. And then I worked overnight, so I had to stay up all night to make sure that they were okay and everybody else was okay. And I actually really liked it when they were really crazy because it would help me stay awake.
Yeah.
That was at Marion?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What about you, Lauren?
I think my worst job was in college. I worked at this clothing store, and it wasn't that bad, like in most aspects, but it was like they kind of took advantage of the people working there, because they were like, oh, well, you guys like this, this is your job. You need to do this. And we had to like stay to closing, and then we had to like drive with the manager to the bank to make the deposit because there had to be more than one person. And this one manager didn't have a car, so she kept would make us drive her. And then one of my best friends worked there too, so sometimes I'd pick my friend up and then I'd have to drive this manager too, even on my day off, because she didn't have a car. And when I finally was like, I'm done with this place, and we had to be on call one day a week. So we had to call in to say, did you guys need me to be there? And it was so dumb. It was a clothing store. And eventually when I was finally, okay, I gave my notice, I worked my 2 weeks, and I even worked on my favorite holiday, Halloween, so I could the manager, I heard after I left, the manager told everyone that she had fired me. Even though she didn't fire me, and I was a good worker. I just was tired of the bullshit.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was like a bad breakup.
Yeah.
She didn't leave me.
She's
I
done.
left
It was like,
her.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to drop off their kids or anything like that too?
No.
Do grocery shopping with them?
No. Well, I was a nanny for a while. I was a nanny, so I didn't live in nanny, but I was a full-time nanny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a nanny at 11 years old watching my 10-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I used to babysit people when I was 10. I would not trust the 10-year-olds I work with to babysit right now.
My dad would be like, here's my daughters. And I'm like, dude, she's only 10. She's 1 year younger than me.
You're older,
Yeah.
Jessica.
You're older. It was nice though. I got paid. I didn't care.
Fuck yeah.
The house was clean. They ate. We were good.
What's your dream with comedy, Jessica?
No, I'm just kidding. For sure. Just going on tour, having my Netflix special. Main goal is to get famous and get my mom out of the cooler. She's, 60 years old. She's about to be 60. She's still working in a cooler, and I'm like, breaks my heart. And I'm like, how can I help her?
Yeah.
Not my 9-to-5 job,
Yeah. I know my parents are 67 now, or 68, I think they just turned. They both still are working full time,
Yeah.
and they can't afford to not right now.
And even people nowadays that are retired, every time I meet someone, they're like, yeah, my husband's gonna retire. They all just look so devastated. And it's not because they're gonna not work anymore, but it's mainly because financially it's gonna be hard on everybody, even though they're still gonna get retirement, or it's still not
But they're
the
not
same.
They're
as
not
how
gonna
much they made.
Yeah, isn't that that's just crazy
And
to
it's
me.
just heartbreaking. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just it's rough being an adult.
What happened to the American dream?
Yeah.
What would your special be called?
From one torta to another.
Like that.
Sin mayonesa.
No, mayonesa. I'm on a diet. No.
What about you, Lauren? What's your comedic dream?
Well, I do dream about being a full-time producer of
Okay.
comedy. And like as me personally as a comedian, it would be really cool to have a special someday. But
Yeah.
I do just want to like be able to perform in other states and like just
Going on tour.
yeah, like go on tour and
Yeah.
just feel like, yeah, I performed here on I don't even know what stage, but you know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
other places, and then like to just be a little bit like, oh, I know that comedian. I know Lauren Kruszyna.
Is there a
Like, you know,
comedian you would like to open up for? Like a really famous
Taylor
one?
Tomlinson. My dream, but I'm not there yet. But and I know that. That's
You
what I
never
think that's
know.
just, well,
Yeah.
I could be someday.
Mhm.
I do think that it would be really cool to open for someone big like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
insane.
Who'd you open for?
Either Theo Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
because I do love that guy, but I would love to open up for Christella. Yeah.
I'm going to look her up.
You're gonna have to look her up.
Yeah, I will
She's
too.
freaking hilarious. You're gonna love her. And if you don't talk to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it was nice knowing you,
Yeah.
Jessica. Good podcast.
And that was the end of Jessica's career. Her mom worked in a cooler for the rest of her life. No. All sad.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on?
What about you?
On what?
Yeah. What's your comedy dreams?
Yeah, you're like 25 years old, starting a podcast.
Yeah, how old are you?
25.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Social Security is 602-5310.
Was that my security?
Yeah.
Oh, Social Security.
Weighs about 193 pounds.
Honestly, it would be cool to go perform in like Mexico. Like I know
Oh.
like my Spanish isn't good enough, but like you see like English speaking comedians go over there, and like if I had got like my Spanglish going on, like if
Yeah.
I'm good enough to go to Mexico, that'd be pretty dope. You know,
Yeah.
like go perform in Mexico City.
Have you tried doing like full on Spanish
No,
comedy?
there's nowhere to do it around here.
Okay, so one time we had an open mic at Manera, and they had me translating everybody's. Oh my god, I died.
2 mics.
Trying to do
Yeah, I was trying to translate Jamil's jokes in Spanish. No.
That's funny.
Mhm.
There is a producer in LA who does, she's
Spanish?
Hispanic, yeah, and I think she does like a one that's like Spanish.
Full
one.
Spanish.
I think so. At least that's like she usually like she promotes it as like she's Hispanic producer.
Heck yeah. How we feeling?
Pretty good.
Good,
Yeah.
Any closing remarks?
No, I mean like this was fun. Noah's
Yeah.
awesome. Jessica's awesome. You guys are both hilarious, and I have really enjoyed getting to know you guys more and seeing your comedy grow, like both of you.
Ditto, yeah.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I'm
How
the
long have you been doing comedy though?
9 months.
Oh wow.
And you got a
okay.
podcast already?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely
do you
seem like
feel?
you've been doing it longer than
Hmm.
that.
How do you feel? And you've been on Don't Tell already, all shroomed up on a Tuesday?
I feel, yeah, I feel good. I feel like I need to smell the roses more often, but that's just who I am. I just keep going, you know, keep
That's good.
trying to pursue.
I think you're on to a good journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see me out there one day in the alleys performing or something.
You performed in LA too, though, right?
Yeah, I went to the Haha.
How'd you like it?
It was not my best work. Yeah. Nah, but I'll go again. I need to go back up there.
Have
I
you-
feel more confident already.
I was gonna say I have a couple producers that I think you would do well on their show, so I can get you their information too.
Cool. Yeah.
Reach out, yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet. In LA?
Yeah, in LA, yeah.
Cool. Are they bringers or no?
I think a couple of them are, and then a couple of them are like you won't get paid, but you'll get the time.
Mhm.
So yeah. Generally for
That's
me
a lot of LA.
it's a lot of LA, yeah. So there's a lot of shows that are developing too, as we even just talk right now. Some of the people I've had on my show have started shows, and I kind of like going, ooh, their show looks good for like this person. Like that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to promote?
No, I think my favorite thing about comedy is road trips with other comedians.
Mm.
So I want to do more of that. So you guys,
Let's go to
Well,
Bakersfield
Yeah.
Well, you
Actually,
know
me and
what?
Jonathan were talking about that. Yeah.
on what, Tuesdays or when?
I
Thursdays.
think it's
Thursdays?
Thursday. So yeah, we'd have to like
I'd probably
yeah.
be able to do that. What
um
time's their shows?
Similar to here, probably
Yeah.
7:38.
set the book it.
Yeah.
Noah is on a competition.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that one is September
Oh, that one.
27th, and it is at Bunker Theater in Ventura. And we're doing a collaboration with their comedy down there. So New and Good Comedy collaborating with Wasted Potential Comedy.
Sounds
Heck
good.
yeah.
Can't wait.
I'll try to swing by. I'll be in Santa Barbara that day doing photography.
Oh, nice.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
A good podcast, man.
Yeah.
All right, before we head out, if you're in Santa Maria or Orchid or Guadalupe
Yes.
or
Mhm.
AG or Napomo or Lompoc or Santa Barbara, no. San Luis Obispo, anywhere in the Central Coast,
Yeah.
we do have open mics at Old Town Wine and Brew in Orchid. And we always try to switch out the hosts. Sometimes it's Lauren, sometimes it's Noah, sometimes it's myself. So swing by for some drinks and some laughs and some tears and some fuck yous and a little bit of everything. Just swing
Yeah.
And some charcuterie.
by. Some charcuterie, yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Thank you, Noah, for
Yeah,
having
thank
us.